See, I heard that hip-hop was dead out here in Texas. I guess you ain't get the memo.
Look, it's K.A. beat, man.
We bringing that real shit back. Put your cups up and let's have a toast.
Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. I'm contemplating as the sweet burn. Everybody singing and dancing, now it's the streets turn. Arsonist on track, I set the spark and let the beat burn. Most niggas claiming that they hold and be the least burn. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. You can't do shit but witness what's finna take place.
Bag full of money like I'm about to take the trash out. All I know, yeah, all I know is this real life. All I know is you fake, nigga. All I spit is my real life. All I know is these hoes, I know it's wrong, I swear it feel right. Yeah, I'm independent, you can come to me when it deal right. Taxing every feature, I just call it shipping handling. Getting paper cut from all the money that I'm handling. Turned it up and then flip. I don't know what's going on with us. Another day, another problem, something going wrong with us. That fight turned into fussing turned to cussing, and won't even chill no more talking, no discussing. And you like, I don't know if I can do this no more. I can't go through this no more. Thought you was through with them hoes. Like, you be lying, boy, I can't even trust you. Man, I swear I love you, but why you always cheating? Stop lying, I seen it in your...
What's going on, everybody? Bayou City Reviews coming back at you one time. Coming live from the University of Houston, as always. Rhino, Bizzle, Double. Today we're going to be reviewing Mr. 16 with his second full-length project, I Need a Deal. About 2 years ago, we dropped the project. Goddamn, how fuck the name of this one up? Let me start that up. This is Abraham Lincoln. I meant to say his first
put out
one.
Channel 16, and then there was another one before that, wasn't there?
I just know the
just
one
say his
the
most recent. Just say his most recent, please.
Good call. Good call. I'm glad I fucked that title up. Good.
I was gonna stop it anyway because I was like, no.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? Bayou City Reviews here, coming at you live from the University of Houston. As always, Rhino, Bizzle, Double. We're gonna be reviewing the boy Mr. 16 today with his most recent project, Abraham Lincoln. Now, Abraham, we got what, 20 tracks on there, correct?
20 tracks.
It's been about 2 years since his last project, so 16's been working. So, Bizzle, what you got on Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, 20 tracks. If I remember correctly, it's about 2 features. It's pretty much all him, giving it to you straight how you want to. He didn't really list the producers anywhere on the information. I searched everywhere, but the production on it is pretty good. It's pretty balanced. There's a variety of different beats. The productions are pretty good. So whoever's affiliated with it, good job. He does this little thing with his voice that kind of trips me out. It's like a little boozy kind of effect. Y'all get that? No.
You talking when he does it like extrally? Yeah.
Yeah. That shit nitpicks me a little bit, but the content was pretty good. I preferably like when he is more on the real shit, hitting on his brother got cancer, his other brother in jail, hard times and all that shit. He does the whole party joints and, you know, shake your ass type shit, which is cool too, but I preferably like the real shit. The album was put together pretty good. I thought it was one of the better projects as far as putting it together, as in the flow of the project, just the different shit he talked about. I would like him to be a little bit more creative with his bars though. I feel like he just, I ain't gonna say just threw them together or no shit like that, but I feel like he didn't push himself in any kind of way. It's like you know when people freestyle and shit, you kind of know what they're mellow, yellow.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have, on the shit that he was talking about, I feel like he could have flipped it a little bit better if he was a little bit more creative.
Did you feel like he swing and missed a lot? or just had more basic?
No, I don't even.
Bars?
No, I think it was basic. I don't even think he really went the extra mile on trying to give you a big ass swing or a big ass setup with a dope ass punchline. I think he was just pretty much just going with the flow, just straight rapping. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, I like the project. It's 20 tracks. This is the first project out of the long projects that we've covered that I actually noticed the motherfucker was long as shit. Like, I feel like I could have drove to Dallas and back and been halfway through the project. But even with that being said, man, it was a pretty good project. I still fucks with it. Yeah. Okay. Next up.
Overall, it was okay to me. You know what I mean? I went into it. I haven't heard his other stuff, but it's been a while, so I wasn't. My brain wasn't really refreshed. So I'm with you though. I noticed it was 20 songs.
That shit was long as fuck.
But I like the content as well too, because I think he offered you as much as he possibly could in the project.
Yeah.
But 20 songs was just very long, and after a while, like, they just get repetitive time to time.
Yeah.
The production of it, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I feel like he had a pretty decent ear for beats, however he got them, but I don't have a problem with that either. As far as his lyrics is concerned, I'm not going to be overly critical like I thought I was, because I was going into it thinking, your name is Mr. 16.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Which that can be confusing.
But so I'm like,
I would think it's straight bars. He's about to drop.
Nah, it just always meant like he always has a 16 on deck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I can understand.
That's what I asked, like a couple years back, like Al and all them boys, and I was like, what's the behind the name? Like, out of high school, that boy always had a 16, like, ready. He's called him Mr. 16.
Okay, then you know what? That makes sense then. That makes sense, because
like Mr. of the 16s.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, he
always had one ready.
Serve you all day.
I guess Mr. 16 matter. I mean, means makes sense, but it's not like he named himself Mr. Bars.
Because they'd be like, dude, spit something, boom. Like he had a 16 off the rip, like always ready to go.
That's kind of dope, though. That's pretty cool.
That's what I was told by the clip.
Okay, so with that being said, then I was okay with his lyrics. They were a little creative.
There was some,
but I'm with you. I don't think they were actually acrobatic or anything like that.
I don't think he really tries to be.
Yeah.
Too. I think he's
grooving with the melody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As far as like it being a punchline rapper, he's a jab rapper.
Yeah.
He's jabby. Someone like Doe is definitely going for the haymakers.
It's kind of well put.
But 16 is just giving you a couple of D's and just you're eating them, and they
They'll wear you out.
Yeah.
Wear you out. But speaking of Doe, real quick, on that the one track, let me get back to back to balling and grinding.
Yeah.
Doe slaughtered that. I don't think 16 could have hung with him if he wanted. Actually, I don't think anybody could have hung with him. I think that was one of Doe's hardest verses like I've heard.
You know what?
For real.
And the crazy part about it is we talked about Roosh getting ate. Well, I talked about Roosh getting ate up on his track by Doe.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that there's a lot of people who's gonna get ate up on their track by Doe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not too much. There's some that many are going to be able to do.
It's just not far fetched.
Yeah, I'm just starting to think like, man, even when you say Doe is Doe, it may sound like it's like a slight jab. But Doe being Doe is actually pretty fucking good.
Right.
So Doe was Doe on 16 shit, and he killed it. He wrapped a lot of circles around. He lapped him a couple of times.
That was the one feature Doe was on, right?
Yeah. The other one was Young.
Yeah.
Oh, actually 3 then, because Young caught a verse. 2 on that Big Mo in My Cup joint.
I like the Young feature too.
Yes, sir.
I like Young's verse. He kind of lost me a little bit though. he was kind of like all over the place. It sounded tight, but
I mean, the song wasn't about nothing though.
Do you say it's all over the place because he wasn't rapid fire being young the whole time, and he kind of switched it up?
I think he's talking about what he's actually talking about.
Oh, what he's talking about? Okay. I thought you meant like
but see, I wasn't too critical about that because like nobody was really talking about anything.
Yeah. You're talking about Big Mo.
You got a point.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's just like, all right, he just went in pretty much. But I do agree with you. His flow was better than his actual lyrical content.
Yeah.
But he at least said something in his flow though.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, man, like I don't really have anything bad to say about it. Here's the thing though. Is this something that I feel like, yo, you got to hear Mr. 16? I don't think so.
I think it's a dependent on what kind of rap or hip hop you're mainly into.
No. I mean, as far as like someone who's just unbelievably great. Like Envy, I was like, yo, man, I think people need to hear this. Galette, I think you need to hear this. You know, this was good, but I don't think I'll ever listen to this again. It was good. I'm glad I listened to it because he is good. But I'm kind of done with it. I'm done with it.
I got it like in a mixed playlist and shit.
I was gonna say I'd pull some tracks up off.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually putting
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But you make it seem like you about to take it off your phone. You ain't trying to hear it no more or whatever.
No. Well, I am going to take it off my phone, but I take everything off my phone.
Right.
There's some things I rush to get off my phone, like Turbo Life.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just if I say it's coming off my phone, I mean it's just.
Gotcha.
Just coming off regardless, you know. Not to the point I'm leaving it to like, well, you got to hear this before I take it off.
Yeah, no, I got you. I snatched some and put them on a playlist like that. That God got us.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard ass track. From the beat to everything he was talking about. Actually, I damn near think he goes harder when he has no hook, no nothing. Just giving you straight wop. Just let him go and let him get whatever he got on his mind, get off his chest, and just let him go for
it. Might be safe to say I think that's all of our favorites. If you just eliminated hooks and rapped the whole time, we'd be fine with that, like for the rest of our lives. But I liked it, man. I liked it a lot. One of the main things I liked about it so much was hearing the growth from the last project to this one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about 99% positive on this, so I'm gonna say it. 16 normally always puts 16 tracks on his album. You know what I'm saying? To match it up. Yeah, I believe why this took a little longer to come out than planned, and why there's 20 instead of his standard deal, was because of, God bless him, his younger brother going through the cancer situation. I think he might have pulled back. You know what I mean? To give more out and put more on this album to make it more important, personally.
Yeah. Well, I hit him up about it. I was like, this shit 20 songs, why not? I was like, why not just break it up, add like a couple more tracks and make it 2 different projects? He said, nah, he said, I'm always gonna give you 16 no matter what, and I just decided to give you 4 bonus tracks just for the hell of it.
Right.
So I guess he has a strategy with, providing you with good quality music and dropping 16s on you.
I believe that's cool. Why, and that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the growth. Like listening to 16 rap is good. He's a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe on the last project I heard much storytelling. So the ones that I heard on here, I believe he followed storytelling rap guidelines pretty well, in my damn opinion. I could listen to this.
I don't remember no story.
Well, you know, when he's just telling you the story, or it might not be a story, but he's kind of at least chronologically telling you what's going on. The song might not be about a story per se. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he follows everything well. I'm with you on that up and down flow thing, but that's like some ad-lib shit, and everybody's got their own deal. Oddly enough, to Let Me Get Back to Grinding song, not even because of Doe's verse, the Grinding Shining song, I'm most always like, push them to the left, that bitch is just jamming to me for some reason, before Doe even got on it. It was just jamming. So,
but see, here's the thing.
They did a good job on that.
This is how I categorize this particular album. It's not It's not anything that I would ever listen to in full again. Probably. I just can't see myself saying, man, I want to hear some Mr. 16. But as far as putting it on a shuffle playlist and it came on, I wouldn't walk over to it and
exactly. That's exactly what I was saying.
I don't think I can listen to the whole thing again.
It's too much for me.
It was long. It was long.
Do y'all know why in the fuck he named it Abraham Lincoln?
He was the 16th president.
Would have been nice to clarify that in the fucking shit.
How'd you just?
I had to ask.
Oh, okay.
It went so long with me trying to figure it out, and I said,
"That's clever, though.
I can't get it."
That's
I tried to figure it out on my own, and I was like,
Right. I didn't even normally when I look, look. When I saw this Abraham Lincoln, I said, let me just listen to it and see if I can figure it out.
Yeah.
But now that you said, I would have never thought of that.
I had to ask. I couldn't. It was bothering the shit out of me.
That's pretty creative.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but I liked a lot of this stuff, man. I liked his content on the songs he was supposed to be clubby on. I think he executes the club grinding, shining tracks well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he can get some spins off joints like that.
Let me say this, and I already know it might start some stupid bullshit. When I say something about the head record crews should have had like a fucking posse track, this is why. I feel like Mr. 16 should be heard in the city.
They do though, you know that, right?
What, on the Footprints on the Moon?
Oh no. You that's right. You wanted it on that album. That's right.
Because it was the biggest one that was the vehicle at the time.
I got you.
And especially like when I hear something like this, I'm like, yo, man, like he could be a good like lieutenant, you know, for that head records click.
Yeah, I definitely think he's the next one up.
But I'm not gonna go into it. I've already stated my opinion on that. But like when I hear stuff like this, I'm just like, man, yeah, more people could have got exposed to him, you know. But I mean, you can't tell people how to do their fucking shit. But just looking at it as, damn, other ways for people to get exposure, you know, because I'm shit. I don't care. Other than that, man, what'd you think? I like the fact that he didn't have too many features. I want to make sure I touch that to Doe, Hig, Young. He can carry it by himself.
I thought there was one other guy on Millionaire, or it doesn't say it, and it's weird how it downloads to my phone too. I thought there was one other guy rapping on there. Could be super mistaken.
I thought it was just three.
I just remember three for sure.
Could be super mistaken.
You talking that woke up something, trying to be a millionaire, trying to be.
Yeah, there wasn't a.
I don't think so.
Oh man.
Let me say this too. He did have some songs in there where it was like, I don't want to say grown man bars, but reality.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. One of the greatest things I liked about it was the growth I heard. Because the first album I heard, the I Don't Need a Deal, like, was your regular rap mixtape. This to me was several steps above. So I enjoyed hearing that.
See, when people complain about, you should start at their most recent stuff. This is why we start in the as far as we can go back to show that type of progression.
Yeah,
it's not
this was requested though on the back end. This was requested.
I mean, but even still though, the only reason I even put this in the forefront was because it dropped in 2014.
Yeah,
correct.
If this would have dropped in 2013, we would have went to the beginning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with. That's the reason we started with Turbo Life.
Correct.
You know what I mean? But anyway.
So yeah, man. I mean, I overall liked it, and so I think my biggest knock is the long thing. Like, I don't mind like the joints that ain't for me. Like, I don't mind hearing them, but I was listening to it at one point, assuming like it's finna be over, right?
Yeah.
And like pulled it out and hit
8 more songs.
But yeah, I was like, whoa.
That, every time I hear that, God is something. I'm thinking he ended it on that one. Then 30 more songs.
Like, wow. So I mean, that's the only knock, but I think he did everything very well. He talked about everything very well, like you said, like, for lack of a better term, grown man bars on those songs.
Yeah, like when he was
talking about his family and all that.
Speaking about like the situation with a girlfriend. I guess the little kind of chronological tale, maybe not really a story he told, but just saying how, you know, the whole he's working or cheating or she thinking this and that. I mean, that's cool. It's stuff that is just based on reality that certain people can relate to, you know, and I like that. You know, I like that.
I did, but it was even though there was a lot of songs left to go, I was like, oh wow, didn't realize that, wasn't tripping.
Representation grade.
The grade, let me go and throw that out back there because I thought about it. To be honest with you, I'm gonna give him a flat B. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a nicely put together project, and I enjoyed listening to it for many different reasons I explained. Representation. So pretty much the way we have to ask now is how would you feel about it, right? Because I think we all know whose vote is.
Yeah.
So
just if this was the biggest thing to come out of Houston, and when people think about Houston, they think like, damn, Abraham Lincoln, Mr. 16.
I wouldn't be tripping. You know what I mean? Now I'd be a little skeptical.
Of what?
Right? I mean, like if he was the biggest one, I'd be like, okay, like this is you now. Go out there and get it. Give them boys some 16s. You know what I'm saying? So I would wonder which way he would go with it if he was the face. If he would go mainstreamish, you know what I'm saying, and just fall off to those stuff, or would he still keep it? You know what I mean? Like making good music.
No,
I would wonder what side he would lean to.
I never thought of it that way.
But I wouldn't much be tripping.
Man.
My grade, I'm gonna give him in the B range. I was thinking B plus. It's well put together. Everything I already said. The only knock, or at least the biggest knock, is just the lack of creativity within his actual bars within themselves.
Yeah.
Representation, if he was the biggest thing jumping, I wouldn't trip too much.
Not if he was, but just this particular
this project. Excuse me, this project. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't trip. Yeah, I wouldn't trip. Yeah. Well, so I was thinking him as an individual, and I was worried about the lyrical ability. Like if some shit jumped off and there was a battle or something.
And you know what?
Could he step up to the occasion and hold it down?
You know what I wanted to say?
That's how I look at this. I'm talking about the face of Houston. You know what I'm saying?
But you just said based off of this project.
I know if this was the face of Houston music.
He's agreeing.
Yeah, I am agreeing with that. Because of what you just said, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I asked. Okay. Because certain other shit can happen. Do you think he can go
I don't think he's strong enough.
We'll see.
Off of this project, he's strong enough to.
Fair enough. Definitely fair enough to say off of this project. But even though, like you said, the creativity and the punches and shit, you like to hear a little bit more creativity and the thought of the punchline to make it be like, oh. He's definitely got some rhyme schemes though.
Yeah, he does.
And some bars that I appreciate.
Yeah, well, I feel like his
I do appreciate a lot of his rhyme schemes and shit like that.
Me too. I can give him that.
He's got a fair amount that I appreciate. They might not be boom, but
you don't have to be.
They're right.
You don't have to be.
I did like the way he did a lot of the certain rhyme schemes. So just want to add that in there. I did enjoy that.
My bad. Go ahead.
I'm done. I fuck with it though. I think if it was to blow and getting played all over the, you know what I'm saying, South Carolina, DC and shit, I can see that happening.
He's got some joints on there that can get some spins.
Yeah. Representation for me, not really. Only because I would just be like, there's just other stuff out there that's just stronger than me. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's fair to say that there could be multiple representatives of Houston. But if we're just picking one, and it just needed to be one for just conversation purposes only, and this project happened to be that project, that big project. Nah, there's just better stuff out there that I would like to see. You know,
understandable.
But grade. It's not, to me, it's not a C because it's not an average mixtape because his story is different than others when you get down to the details. Family member having cancer, you speak on it.
Brother, depends, in and out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure he's not the only one who has someone close to him that's in the pen, but his story is different, and it was just a refreshing to hear a different story as opposed to someone just generally dealing with problems.
A different story as a whole.
Just the details of what the problems are.
Right.
I can appreciate. So, last words.
Check them out. Check us out, man. This train ain't stopping for nobody. The movement keeps going on. So all good things happening in the city, man. Y'all get behind these cats and do the damn thing.
I second that. Stay on board with us, man. We're gonna keep coming with it. 16, keep strong with your family and the cancer fight and everything else, and keep doing what you're doing. Bayou City.
Last words for me, as always. Appreciate the support. Those who like us, those who don't like us, we appreciate you all the same. Bayou City Reviews, Mr. 16, Abraham Lincoln.
Smoking perp.
Drinking perp.
Out on the squares in my fucking circle.
Trees.
Imagine it, I still can't even fathom it. Doctors say my bro got cancer, he only 21. Mama on the bed crying, brother on the bed crying, and I'm just looking baffled like this can't be true, this can't be true. Then I start praying like, come on God, all we got is you. Please send us a blessing, we stressing, but we gon' make it through. Hate to see the pain, love to see the smiles, I just come through and chill. He ain't laughed in a while, man. Did I just trade my free time for rapping time? 3 a.m. window down, trying to get a peace of mind. Banging 9-6 screw-zoo, back when we used to rock the 05 FUBU. Guess with the crease in it, trunk with the bang on, styrofoam, purple fluid, watch me get my I go anywhere with my chain on, I go anywhere with that thing on, cause this niggas trying to earn them stripes and they don't give a damn who they bang on. Bow, they just trying to reach the top, I don't blame them.